Welcome. Good evening, all of you. Thank you all for joining this Saturday evening. Although you are in busy schedule, still you all came for Youth Empowerment Seminar. So I welcome all of you for Youth Empowerment Seminar 4. Previously, we had session on topic English speaking skills. So it was very wonderful. Now we will have our fourth seminar. Thank you all for joining. According to British Association of Anger Management Report 2008, more than 1 in 10 people say that they have trouble controlling their anger. More than 1 in 4 people say that they worry about how angry they sometimes feel. 1 in 5 of people say that they have ended a relationship or friendship with someone because of how they behaved when they were angry. Oh, so let's hear for this to address on this topic, anger management. We have with us very eminent personality, Mr. Prakash Deshmukh. Sir, yeah, thank you, sir, for joining this evening. Am I audible to you, sir?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay, thank you, sir. We are very happy to have you with us. So I would like to take this opportunity to introduce Mr. Prakash Deshmukh, sir. He served in Indian Navy as mechanical engineer for 15 years. He has done ME from Pune University. At Tolani Maritime Institute, it is Marine Engineering College since 2000 till date as senior manager. Now, without delay, I would like to hand over this session to you, sir.
Uh, Thank you very much, Devakinanda.
Thank you, sir.
Uh, really thankful to having me here. Okay, and I welcome everybody to this session, anger management. All right. I hope everyone is fine in this pandemic and all are healthy. And I wish everyone for the future. Uh, we can understand everyone has joined here, and I hope everyone is cool, calm. But at the same time, okay, is it possible to say that we remain cool, calm all the time? No, it's not possible. Or we don't remain in that state all the time. Uh, so we'll travel through the another state which we come across, that is anger. Okay, so I don't think so that anyone out of us who all have joined and present here that they are not aware of this world, or they are not aware of this world, as well as they are not aware of this state of anger. So everyone some or other time have come across this. It might be in childhood, younger age, or if someone has joined with old age like me, okay, have not come across this thing. So everybody is aware. Okay, so it is in two phases. One is anger, and the another phase is management of that anger. Okay, though I am speaking on this topic today, but I confess that many times I had gone through this stage of anger. I'm going through this stage of anger. In future also I may go through this stage of anger. We come across this, but it is to understand, though we come across this, how to manage it. And managing is actually art. So how do we do that? So we'll go slowly, we'll travel slowly through this, that from where this anger comes. First of all, it should not come. And if at all it comes, then how to manage it or how to overcome it. Okay. So it will be a either way discussion. I will also speak. At the same time, I wish that the participants, they should also actually discuss on this topic. All right. So though it's a topic of anger, but we'll go through it calmly, coolly, and with a very happy mood. All right. So we'll see that what is anger. Okay. So some or other time in life, we do face arguments, fights, conflicts, and most of these things, okay, most of these things, they come with the people who are around us. Maybe these people may be very dear and near to us, or they may be friend to us, or people at work who come across. Okay, so because of something, okay, we face some kind of arguments with them. The arguments may lead to some fights or some conflicts. Okay, so the consequences of this, okay, consequences of this response is anger. So we'll see the definition of anger. What is anger known as? It's a strong feeling of displeasure and aggressiveness, hostility aroused by real or suspected wrong. The words real or suspected wrong, we can underline that. See, the conditions may be real or may suspected wrong. It may not be true, but the situation will come like that, or the conditions will come like that. We'll start suspecting on the wrong thing, wrong situation, and we do get angry. Okay, so this one thing. Second definition, we can see a response to the frustration of an unresolved problem. Unresolved problem. We can see it in reverse order. The problem which are unresolved, they lead to frustration, and the frustration will lead to anger. Okay. So in life, we do come across so many things. Okay. So many situations are like that, where actually the what you call the solutions are not there. Okay, and the solution, when the solution doesn't come, the problem remains unresolved, and because of that, frustration get mounted. Okay. Hmm? The frustration will actually lead to some anger. Okay, so we can see that because of this anger, men like still, okay, when lose temper. Okay, very strong people. Okay, strong people, socially strong people, financially strong people, healthy with health wise. Okay, but when they lose their temper, it means when they get angry, okay, they lose worth. Okay, means what? They lose everything. When they lose their temper, they lose everything. Okay, in anger, nothing remains. That's why it is called anger is the biggest enemy of man or a human being. Right. So what does this anger does? Actually, everybody or the people, okay, when we get angry, each one of us doesn't have the same conditions or the same temperament to resist the anger or to go through it. Okay, we have different degrees. Somebody immediately he gets angry. Some people, they remain calm, they remain cool for some time. Okay, and when they are not able to sustain it, they are not able to take it. Okay, that time when the degree of the problem is very high, that time they get angry. Okay, so it is said that holding an anger is like grasping a hot coal with you. Okay, so you can just imagine. Okay, if you are having a coal which is burning, okay, and if you are angry with somebody, okay, and you want to throw that burning coal on the person's face, okay, what will happen? Okay, your intention is that with this burning coal, you want to burn that person who is hurting you, with whom you are annoyed. But before that, okay, what you are doing, what you are going to do? We are going to burn our own hands. Okay, when we think of burning somebody or think of hurting somebody, we are hurting ourselves first. That's the consequences of this anger. And more than that, okay, when you have this coal or burning coal, hot coal in your hand, from where, what is the source of it? The source of it, our own heart. Okay, so from that heart, hot coal comes in the hand, and from that hand, we are thinking of hurting somebody. Just think that if that burning coal or hot coal, if it is going to hurt the hand or damage the hand so much, how much that burning coal or hot coal is going to damage our own heart. Okay, so the anger and the anxiousness or the bad feeling about somebody, it is actually developed in the heart first, and from that heart it goes to another. So having such feeling for somebody or having anger for somebody is damaging ourself first, damaging our own heart first. Okay, so the consequences we can see, physiological consequences. We see it one by one. Okay. Physiologically, how the anger is going to affect us. Okay, it affects our nervous system. It is proved in science. Okay, it affects our nervous system, and what does it does? It releases poisonous toxins. Okay, and it is not that it is unknown or it is not known to somebody. Okay, the poison, the toxins is so much that it has come in medical journal. It is reported that an angry mother, you can see, mother means actually we is a person who is full of love for the baby. Okay, but when that mother gets angry, so much angry, that it is actually recorded in the medical journal that one lady, when she was so much angry, and when she actually fed her baby with the milk, the baby died. See the consequences. By relation, she is a mother, but when she was angry so much, that milk for the baby, that itself became a poison. So much of toxin. Okay, so physiologically it affects so much. Okay, then how much energy is actually wasted when physically when we get hungry? Okay, so how much energy? Energy equivalent to running 5 kilometers. How much energy is required for running 5 kilometers? That much of energy is wasted when a person gets angry. Okay, so wasting that energy in anger, instead of that, if that energy is used in some other way, in some constructive way, okay, how much fruitful it will be for one's life. That should be thought. Okay, Then how this anger affects on the emotions, okay, or emotionally, what are the consequences that relationship, okay, we all are aware, particularly about this thing, everybody speaks, okay, that relationships gets affects, that relationship maybe our own friend, our brother, mother, father, or our spouse in that case. Okay. So if that anger is not controlled, okay, the consequences of that anger on emotions is that the relationships gets disturbed. Okay. And the emotionally a person gets unstable because of this anger. See the consequences. Being in family, one can get alone. Being in society, a person can get alone. Okay. So that is the consequences. That's emotionally, completely, if that anger is not controlled or if it is not managed properly, okay, the person gets isolated or emotionally imbalanced. He loses his stability. Okay. Then socially, if a person remains angry, okay, socially what is seen, the crime rate in the society because of this angriness, okay, because of this anger, the crime rate increases. Now, it is to think or discuss about it that how does it happen? Okay. Now, see, all these things, particularly these crimes, okay, somebody has murdered somebody, okay, or somebody has destroyed some person's proper complete property or something like that, something has gone wrong, okay, all these court issues and all these things behind this, if you think coolly and calmly, what is there? Anger. Property issues. What is their anger? Okay. It is actually not required to go to the courts. Two parties might be two real brothers, okay, having disputes of property, they can sit at home, okay, talk to each other coolly, calmly, talk to each other properly, and get these issues resolved. But it is not done. What is done that you go to the advocates, okay, pay lots of money, lots of fees to the advocates, okay, put your petition into this court, okay, fight the case for 15 years, 20 years, even sometimes for lifelong, okay, and thereafter you get the things resolved. Okay, it is not required. It is not required. So things can be actually resolved, but we don't do that. We go for the consequences. Okay. So it is really shocking if you see in US from 1960 to 1996. It is all recorded things. I'm telling you, the crime rate had increased from crime rate had increased to 313%. Okay, you can see the speed of crime, okay, in US. And in US, the number one industry is said that it is a prison industry. Okay, so it is a number one industry in US. Socially, it is these are the consequences. Next, we can see financially. Now, need not to say that because of all these things, how our finance or how the money gets drained completely. Okay, for everything because of anger. If somebody is hospitalized because of anger, if somebody has to go to the advocate, somebody has to go to the court, somebody has to go to the police, or whatever things, whatever consequences are there, for that you have to pump lot of finance, lot of money. Okay, so millions of rupees are wasted for controlling these things. Not only individual actually disputes, but when it comes socially, when it comes state-wise, or even religion-wise, then because of this anger, riots takes place. Okay, and to control the riots, we do need not go to the news. Everyone must have heard lot many times from the news that to control the riots, lot of money gets wasted. Okay, our national property, our state property gets damaged because of these rights. Okay, and when the property gets rights, it's a loss of our finance. Okay, then next is internal or international, we can say. Internal, that itself is what we discuss now. Maybe internally our this one state was inside the state, or inside your house, inside our nation. Okay, so if something or other thing happened like this, okay, where disputes are there, family disputes are there, or this one religious rights are there. Okay, lots of money gets drained. Internationally, if you see, okay, you are aware of nations, okay, having wars, okay, or having cold wars because of these things. Okay, if the leaders are angry on some issues, okay, to actually fulfill the anger of the leader, okay, the consequence is that the war take place, okay, in between two countries, or number of countries get involved into this. Then next is family. Okay, familial, how the consequence, the anger affects on the families. Okay, children, you can see when there is a dispute in between some relations like mother, father, or some brother. Okay, the children inside these families, they get affected. Okay, they suffer because of this anger. They go into the deep impression of trauma. Okay, then politically, we all know that when there is actually angriness in between two political parties or some people, okay, they actually provoke each other, and a rivalry actually takes place, and because of this rivalry, there's a damage to the people, damage to the property, everything like that. So these are the consequences of this angriness. Okay. So next is that we'll see what are the causes of this anger. Okay. So we'll see how what is the Vedic approach to this anger. Okay, we'll see. There's one you must have heard about it, Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so in 3.12.11, the actually I will just read out the word. Tat indriyani asu vyam vayu agni jalam mahi surya chandra tapascha eva sthanani agre kritani. Okay, so what is said is that which all are the places where this anger stays or anger resides. Okay, the places are like it stays or it resides in heart, senses, air of life, sky, air, fire, water, and earth. Okay, so the अगर आप लोग एयर ऑफ लाइफ अगर कोई पूछ रहा है तो इसका मतलब ये होता है कि प्राण वायु, ठीक है। सेंसेस इज इंद्रिया, हार्ट वी ऑल नो इट इज हृदय, ठीक है। स्काई आकाश, एयर इज वायु, फायर इज अग्नि, water is jal, and earth is bhumi. Okay, so this anger, it resides it at all these places. Okay, and next is sun and moon also. So dynamics of it. Okay, so actually why this anger should come at all? Okay, what is the origin we can see? Okay, there's an attitude of enjoyment. Okay, it's something wishes that I should have this. Okay, I want to satisfy my desire. I should own these. Okay, when this kind of desire comes, okay, this attitude of enjoyment is actually source. We can see it in four different part actually. When I start feeling that okay, I should have this kind of bungalow, or I should have this kind of car, or I should have this kind of property. Okay, so continuously I go into that dhanam. Continuously I start thinking about it. I start going behind this thing. That okay, I should have this thing. I will forget other all other things. Okay, and I will keep continuously thinking about that particular thing, that particular goal, that particular place. Okay, I should have this. Okay, when I start keep thinking about continuously about one particular thing, it means I'm going into dhan of this. Okay, and when I go into actually continuously thinking, I get attached to it. Okay, so it comes in attachment. Then I get attached to that particular person. I get attached to particular that object or place, whatever it is. Okay, then from that I get shifted to the attachment. Okay, then it's a kind of feeling that yes, it is mine. Okay, I'm owning it. All right. Then from there, I because of this attachment, okay, I became obsessed about it. It is a kind of kam vasana, okay, about it. All right. And when this obsession is not fulfilled, okay, when I wish to achieve something, when that is not achieved, okay, it results in krodha. It results in anger. Okay. So that is one thing I want to satisfy my desire because I have an attitude of enjoyment. But now the people can ask that then it means that we should not enjoy. That is then there is nothing wrong in enjoyment. Okay, or is it wrong to enjoy? There is nothing wrong. But the enjoyment should not come in a wrong way. It is not wrong to enjoy, but it should not come in a wrong way. That's it. Okay. Then second step is ego-centric attitude. This is very bad. It is very dangerous also. Okay. Whether I have that capability or not, whether I will be able to achieve that or not, but my ego says, my ego actually pushes me ahead. That's yes, I can fulfill my desire. I will achieve that thing. Okay. And if it is not done or if it is not achieved, then the frustration comes. when that thing is not achieved, then what I wanted to do that, but I could not. Okay. And because of this, frustration will keep mounting, keep mounting, keep mounting. It will become like a compressed air, a compressor, which is continuously running and compressing the air for more and more and more and more and more pressure. Okay. So this frustration will mount to so much that one day it will get blasted. Okay. And come out as an anger. Okay. So thus, anger is caused by fulfilled lust. Okay. So we'll see the Vedic approach to this is Sri Bhagavan Vach Kamayesha Krodesha Rajoguna Samadho Mahashanu Mahapapapna Vidhena Miha Vairina. Okay. So in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna tells to this Arjuna that Rajoguna, okay, when you come in contact with Rajoguna, this calm or this one feeling of having somebody something, okay, that's get actually generated. Okay. रजोगुण की वजह से एक्चुअली रजोगुण के संपर्क में आने की वजह से एक्चुअली काम की उत्पत्ति होती है और उसके बाद में then it gets resulted into क्रोधा, okay, और एंगर. और भगवान खुद कहते हैं कि इस पूरी दुनिया का जो भक्षक है, सर्वभक्षक उसको कहते हैं, ठीक है, वो महापापी और जो शत्रु है, जो महापापी है, दैट इज नथिंग बट एन एंगर. ओके. ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसम् संगस्ते शुपजायते संगात सज्जायते कामा कामात क्रोधो विजायते. सो उसमें कहते हैं कि इंद्रियों के विषयों के बारे में, जो इंद्रिया है, जो सेंसेस है, उसके विषयों के बारे में जब हम चिंतन करते हैं तो मनुष्य के वो विषयों के बारे में उनकी जो आसक्ति है, मनुष्य की आसक्ति है विषयों के ऊपर की, ठीक है, वो आसक्ति बढ़ते जाती है, ठीक है. और ऐसी जो आसक्ति रहती है, वो आसक्ति से काम की उत्पत्ति होती है, ठीक है, इट्स गेट जनरेटेड फ्रॉम दैट. और काम से क्रोध उत्पन्न होता है. और नेक्स्ट क्या कहा जाता है कि क्रोधात भवति सम्मोह सम्मोहात स्मृति विभवम स्मृति भ्रष्टात् बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. तो जो काम और क्रोध उत्पन्न हुआ है, ठीक है, तो उसने क्या किया है बाद में, जो इंद्रिय है, इंद्रियों को पूरा वश किया हुआ है, उनको संयमित किया हुआ है, और उसकी वजह से पूरी बुद्धि जो है वो भ्रष्ट हो जाती है, ठीक है. सो वी कैन सी a small thing which had got generated, but it ruins complete life. Okay. So how do we respond to the anger? Okay, that we'll see now. Okay. Responding to anger. Now we'll see first step is lock it up. Okay, to whom we have to lock up? We have to lock up the anger, and we can see that it in two stages: behavior and reason. Okay, first is that behavior. How does it happen? Withdraw emotionally. Okay, so we can see one example of it. That one naval chief or naval officer, he asked to his actually subordinates about a question. Okay, and when that question during giving presentation, he asked a question, and in response, a person asked during that presentation. In response, a person asked a question for which he was asked to run for 10 kilometers. Now he's a naval chief. He just ordered run for 10 kilometers. But then when he was asked why such kind of punishment, then he told, okay, you asked a question. That's why. Okay. So what he did, he withdrew his question. Okay. He because he was a subordinate, he was a very junior person. So he told that I don't have the right to be angry, so I withdraw it. Okay, it's just an example, but we can, when such situation alarms or such situation comes, we can withdraw ourselves, okay, emotionally, and we can simply say that, okay, need not to get angry to such situations. Okay, then next is give silent treatment. Okay, what is said that anger is an inappropriate or childish. Really, if you see, it is really childish, because the results of this are not matured. Okay, if you see the results of an anger, it really, we come to know that if would have not done this, it would have been better. Everything is vanished, everything is gone, everything is ruined. Okay, and a matured person does not think of getting such results. Mature person always think that, okay, things should get developed. Okay, so we should think that, okay, it is better. We should treat it very silently. It's childish to get anger. Okay, and lock it up. Okay. Next is become ill or anxious. So it is better to think, okay, I may lose it. So control, I may lose my control. So better to be away. Okay, or I can't cope with the strong feelings. So it is better to keep myself away from these things. Then deny anger, but show it in other actions. Okay, you got angry, but it is not required to actually grab that anger or be into that phase. Okay, show that anger in a different way. And to do that, you always be cautious and think that, if I do this, people will dislike me if I show anger. So it is not good. Okay, or I may lose my job or relations. Then revenge fantasies. I have fear I will hurt or offend someone. Okay, if that thing is continuously there in mind, okay, that if I get angry with somebody, I will hurt somebody or I will offend someone. Okay, one will always remain in a cautious state. But when it is done in other way, when it is done in other way, when turning it in is a lose condition. Okay, behave how what is the behavior in that case? Blowing up at people, blast everybody, blast whoever comes in between. Okay, why you want to blast? Okay, why you want to be angry? This generally it is seen when workplace. Okay, that someone wants that he need to be to assert his own power over people. Okay, a group of people are working under somebody. Okay, and he has to control them. So he has to blast. Then getting physical or hurting people. When this behavior, where this behavior is there, style of it is a style of angriness, no? Okay. So when somebody thinks that okay, the best defense is a good offense. Before somebody hits you, you hit him before. Okay. If someone keeps thinking like this, or somebody is in that style, okay, so his behavior is like that. Okay. He gets physical or hurts people. Then threatening, shouting, or swearing. अरे कसम खाया ये किया वो किया. Okay. So what is the reason of this behavior? Okay. That one is afraid of getting close to someone. So someone who doesn't want to get close to anybody, it is better to threaten that person or shout at him or swear, put a swearing on him. Okay. So you remain always at distance from that person. Then next behavior is that blaming people. Okay. What is the reason of such behavior? That one who cannot stand to be wrong. I am not wrong at all. The other person is wrong. I will not accept. He has to accept. Okay. So when somebody is adamant to be in that state, okay, he starts blaming other people because he cannot stand. He cannot accept that he is wrong. Okay. Such behavior will actually make people to get angry. Then in that, what he does, he will break things. Okay. Sometimes you must have heard that when anger, okay, people have actually broken their TVs, broken this one, some their very valuable actually objects, something like that. Some people, they break their own hands also. They break their head also. They actually bash their head against wall, okay, and break their head. Then next behavior is flying off the handle at small things. How it comes? That he or she don't know how to communicate calmly when angry. This is very important. Even you sometimes situation arise that you cannot avoid. You get angry. Okay. Or you sometimes the situation is that you have to be angry like that time. But you should know how to handle it. And you should be able to keep yourself very calm. That's why it is said that anger will be there, but you should be able to use that anger as a tool and keep it back. When you used it, you should be able to keep that anger back in a toolkit. So that will help us. Okay. Then another behavior is that bringing up an old grievances. Same thing. Okay. Again and again and again. Okay. He has done like that. He spoke me, he actually pointed out like this and all these things. All old grievances are actually brought back or brought up again and again, because there is no proper communication, or one is not able to handle this angrily very coolly or calmly. So, what are the solutions to it? So, solutions we can see, okay, to recognize, repent, resist, okay. Resist and rely. Okay. So, what we should recognize? What is related to anger? Okay. That we should recognize lust, anger, greed. Okay. Lust, anger, and greed, these are the gateway to hell. Okay. So, we should be able to recognize these things. We should, if we are able to recognize, okay, we'll be able to control, or we'll be able to manage it. Then repent for the misdeeds, whatever we did in the past. Accept it, confess it. Okay, yeah, I have done this thing very wrong. Something has happened like this. I did not do it intentionally, or I did it intentionally. We should be able to actually confess it. Okay, so repent whatever misdeeds we did in the past. Okay. Then resist. Resist the influence of anger. Okay, how we can do that? Okay, I read it somewhere that a person who to resist the influence, what he did, he wrote all angry mails to his enemy. He wrote, but he did not post. Okay, so from this we can also understand it's a one kind of one to us. If we are really angry with somebody, we can write not only mail, we can write a letter or mail, but we should not post it. Okay, and the next is rely or realize one's incompetence to control it and depend on higher power. Higher power means we should be able to actually approach somebody who can understand us. It's a kind of ashray, okay, which we have to take from our seniors or the people who we understand, or we are able to approach them. Okay, so we should be able to do that. I think we should go a little fast so that we'll be able to finish it. Okay, next is, okay, we should be able to do all these things very patiently, privately. Okay, we should not make it public, or we should not able to, we should not have that intention of insulting somebody. Okay, we should talk very privately, or one-to-one cases like this. Okay, then prudently, powerfully, with a positive attitude, and of course personally to the person with whom we have a dispute, or we are angry with. Okay, speak very actually clearly. Okay, don't hide anything, or don't keep anything in a heart. If you are angry, don't actually be artificial. Don't show that, okay, no, I'm not angry with you. If you are angry, okay, only thing is that talk to him personally. Say that, yes, I am angry, and I am angry because of this thing. Okay, the solution will come. Okay. And these are the solutions to it, that we should remain actually calm, focus on the behavior, not on the person. We should not focus on the person. We should focus on the behavior of the person. Okay. Using I statement, actually, these things are to be illustrated more in deep. We are running short of time, so if just go sentence by sentence, that we should not actually. I feel angry when this thing happens like that. Okay, and sticking to the subject, we should not go away from the subject. Okay, whatever wrong thing has happened, we should stick to the subject and get it resolved. Okay, then allowing discussion to happen, this is very important actually. Unless we discuss whatever has happened, whatever wrong thing has happened, okay, the solution will not come up. Okay, if he keep mum, I keep mum, okay, and we don't discuss at all, how do we expect that some solution will come and actually the things will get resolved? It will not happen. So it is better always to discuss about the things. So with this, we come to an end of this session. There were more, many things more to discuss about it, but the time is very short, and actually we actually require to go into very depth into this actually topic, which is very vast. The anger itself is a very vast topic, and management is more than that. Okay, but we try to make it in a short. I hope you people have got something out of it, and at least these two main words, anger and management, you always keep in your mind. Situations will come in future also. It must have come in past also, that will come across such things. But it is always better to be calm and don't get angry. And if at all you get angry, okay, you do manage that. Thank you so much. I think Devkinandan is there.
Yes, sir.
Are we going to have some questions or something like that? If we have some time,
Oh,
question one
yes,
or
sir.
two.
If anyone has question, they can ask question.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, I'm a very calm person, but I don't know what the thing is that whenever my sister commit a mistake or it just doesn't go with my will, then I burst complete my anger on her. And but this is not a thing with any other person. So what is wrong with that? I don't know.
Good, very nice question. It is not with you, it is almost with everybody. When you have affection with, particularly with some person, a sister, definitely you have affection with your sister, love your sister. And when you have some close relations, okay, like mother, father, and all these things, when, for in my case, it is for my son or something like that. When you have close relations, very strong bonding, okay, you start expecting, you have expectation from somebody. Okay, and what kind of expectation? Behavior. Generally, it is a behavior, this one expectation. Okay, or then when you grow up, you have some professional expectation of all these things. When this expectation, when the person you have close relations, okay, when as per your actually understanding, or your as per your expectation, the person in front of you, if he is not able to stand up, or if he is not able to fulfill that, uh, you are likely to get angry with that. Okay, so definitely you have some expectation uh, from your sister. Okay, and if that expectation, that thing particularly, you can think that it has marks. You want to give her 100 marks, but if she is securing 90 marks, you are annoyed with her for 10 marks. You can simply take like this. Okay, so I think it is the way you have affection with your sister. Because of that thing it is like that, but it is good also. That's what I told them, that anger or the situation, we should be able to convert it in a very constructive way. Okay, so it is a kind of constructive way you have with your sister. Okay, and if really some deficiencies are there, you should talk to her. If you really feel, or if you are really concerned about something which is making you actually annoyed or annoy you, you should talk to her and discuss with her that, okay, if this thing actually, when you do like this or when you talk like this, I'm really getting disturbed, and I really get annoyed. So you don't do like this, or what you can talk about it like this, or make me understand about it. Okay, so when you discuss with your sister, solution will come out.
Yeah, sir. Thank you.
I think it is in this one message box, that one. Is it really, sir? Is it true that baby dies? See, we should not take this example as an what you call, um, for calculating something. This has come in a medical journal, okay, which got recorded, and that is actually quoted. Okay, this is not an example for actually calculating something. Okay, this anger goes to this degree, and then this will happen. We are supposed to keep away ourselves from anger, and it should not happen. This actually quote has come from medical journal. All right.
I think there are no any other questions. Okay, then sir, thank you so much, sir, for such a wonderful session. All the topics you covered are so relatable to our day-to-day life, and we got the main thing, that what is the real need of anger management and how to manage anger properly in our day-to-day life. So we will also love to have your association for the future. Thank you all for joining and making this session wonderful.